Do you ever wonder, can I learn English and improve my life? I want to show you an example that it can do so on this day. It is the example of Arjun, a small-town boy whose choice to learn English had an indelible effect on his future. And as you listen, I will also instruct you in some strong words vocabulary so that this story becomes an integral part of your English learning as well. Arjun resided in a dusty small town. His father sold tea on a roadside stall and earned a small amount by stitching clothes for a living. Life was easy, yet troublesome as well. One summer afternoon, something happened that would stay with Arjun forever. A foreign tourists group proceeded on foot towards his father's tea stall. They beamed with smiles as they attempted ordering, but could only utter English words. His father could not make out anything. He just nodded his head helplessly. Arjun, who had learned a few words in school, gathered strength. He stammered, "Tea, hot, sugar?" The tourist beamed with joy. "Yeah, hot tea with sugar, please." That small conversation set Arjun on fire. At that instant, he realized a few words in English can get you big doors. Vocabulary word, realize. To become acquainted with something, suddenly comprehend it. Since that day, Arjun promised yourself a secret. I will learn English, no matter what. But he had an issue. He had no English classes money, no access to the internet, and not even real books. Those around him laughed when he pronounced things wrongly. His pals mocked him. "Arjun, why was the idea? You will always be a tea seller's son." But Arjun was resolute, determined, having a great willpower to do something no matter if it's tough. After assisting around the stall every evening, Arjun borrowed newspapers that were old. He drew around words he could not understand. His interest continued increasing. Vocabulary word, curiosity, the need to learn or find out more regarding something. In front of a broken mirror, he repeated sentences over and over. At times, he whispered sentences to himself. At other times, he bellowed sentences louder so that he could experience the power he had in his own voice. Initially, he erred on the error side. He told himself, errors are not failure. Errors imply progress. One day when Arjun's father was ill, Arjun had to manage the tea stall. At noon, a businesswoman came to the stall from London. She was frustrated, carrying a map, lost as could be told. The man said, "Excuse me, can you direct me towards the factory?" Arjun's heart was racing. He had his chance here. He drew a deep breath and said, "Yes, sir. Straight ahead, then left around the temple area. It's just a factory close by." He widened his eyes. "You can speak English so nicely. Why are you working here in a tea stall?" Arjun smiled humbly. "I'm still a learner, but English is changing my life now." It was such an impressing that the businessman offered Arjun a minor task as an interpreter in his firm. Vocabulary word, interpreter. A person who translates words spoken between two individuals. That was the breakthrough moment. English provided Arjun confidence for the first time, but more importantly provided him with an opening. The work was challenging. Arjun frequently felt apprehensive. At times he lacked words, and he was afraid he might make blunders in the presence of educated people. But he didn't stop. He constructed a new routine. In the morning he read English dailies. At nighttime, he sang English tunes and recited the words. At evening, he watched English films with subtitles. Gradually, his vocabulary expanded, his confidence enhanced, and so was his rise in career. Years later, Arjun was asked to give a speech during a school event. In front of dozens of students, he discussed his experience. English doesn't matter 100% correctness. English matters 100% courage. Don't wait until you've mastered everything. Begin small words. Practice every day. And don't be embarrassed by mistakes. Mistakes prove that you're studying. The audience audience applauded enthusiastically. Tears were shining in many students' eyes. To them, Arjun was real evidence that a tea vendor's son could rise on a podium and make the entire world inspired. Perhaps you're Arjun-like. Perhaps people mock when you do. Perhaps your budget can't afford lavish classes. Perhaps you get anxious every time you attempt. But keep in mind, you've had the one truly important thing: courage. Vocabulary word: courage, the ability to do something despite being scared. Your English journey doesn't have to begin large. It can begin with the word today, another word tomorrow. Before long, words will be sentences, sentences will be conversations, and conversations will be confidence. That confidence will open doors you never imagined. In case Arjun's tale moved you emotionally, make this day the beginning of your English experience. Write in the comment section the new vocabulary word that you just learned today. It was realize, determined, curiosity, interpreter, or courage. And if you need more inspiring stories that will enable you to learn English a step-by-step process, then subscribe to my English Journey with Stories channel. Here, every story is not mere entertainment. It's a teaching moment. It's encouragement. And it's an opportunity for you to improve. Since you remember, your story might be the next one that will make the world inspired.